Hi, this is Lakhi Singh, the property fixer, here to fix you and help you grow your property and your business affairs to the next level. So if you're looking for knowledge and insights about how to get involved in property, solve your problems about scalability in your property business, then do watch our 20-minute clips. We've taken them from hundreds and, well, thousands of videos that we've taken over the last 6 months, and we've broken them into simple chunks which can make them useful for you. So do watch and do subscribe to our YouTube channel underneath as well.
Good morning, United Kingdom. Good morning. I think your volume is up, Mr. Singh. You need to fix your volume, I think. That's the first thing you can fix this morning. Can't fix anything else and fix your volume. Right, okay. Good morning. Welcome to the drive time 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. session with Lakhi Singh, the property fixer, the mover, the hoover, the shaker, the maker, the quaker, the raker, the faker, the slater, the creator of fixing problems and solutions in the United Kingdom. Lakhi Singh, good morning. What's the weather like there in the United Kingdom?
Weather is nice and bright this morning, as always. Yeah.
Excellent.
It's nice and bright this morning.
All right, that's in London. Are you in London, in the square mile,
London, yes.
or are you still at home? That's the pleasures of being the boss. You can go in when you like.
That's right.
Excellent, excellent. Right, today we've got two lovely young ladies. One is Trish from Scotland, and we have Samira from London. We're going to get them in after a 5-minute gap between them, because we don't want them at the same time, too much to handle first thing in the morning. We're going to get them in, and we will find out what they do and what their interests are and what aspect of property or business they are involved in. So Lakhi Singh, we started the topic yesterday about Rescue My Properties and where it all started from and where it's come and what's happened, etc., etc. So just to remind everyone of the saying of the week as well, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. And I understand that would mean being proactive. What do you think that means, Lakhi Singh? If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. What does that mean to you? Have you had a situation where you had to build a door yourself?
I'm building doors every day.
Excellente. Excellente. So
I think
you're building doors every day.
It takes time and effort to build a door. And it's got to fit. So that's my analogy.
It's got to fit. What's going to fit what, Lakhi?
So you've got to have a plan. You can't just make a door and expect things to work out. You got to work ahead of time, work out what type of door you want, what color, what quality, what size. Is it brass handles or gold handles? Which one is it going to be? So I think it's all about trying to think ahead really about what you want and then work backwards. So you can only open it, you can only create a door if you know what type of door you want.
That makes sense. Very logical, Lakhi. Logical thinking from
if you haven't got the blueprint of what you want, then you're going to end up with having a dodgy door that actually is maybe falling off its hinges. So I think what you got to have the vision in mind about where you're going and be very clear about it. Without that, you're just going to get a half-baked door, really, aren't you?
If there is anything as a half-baked door. So let's ask Tricia. Let's call her in, waiting in the wings. The first of our morning viewers going to join us, a bit like Luther Van Ross. She's waiting in the wings. Maria Karai. Morning, Trisha. Trish.
Morning,
Sorry.
Trisha.
Good morning.
Morning, Trish.
Good morning. How are you?
And you're in
Good.
Scotland. Yes, we're great.
Yes, I'm in Glasgow.
What part of Scotland are you in, Trish? What part of Scotland are you in? Because we've had quite a few listeners in from the north, so Kilmarnock and lady who's just outside Edinburgh. I forgot the name of the
Midlothian.
place. Somewhere near Argyll, I think,
Midlothian.
or somewhere around there. Lothian, that's right.
And
Lothian. So where are you from,
Yeah.
Trisha?
I'm in Glasgow.
Glasgow.
So the not quite
Aye.
capital. Yeah, I'm in Glasgow. And it's still
What
really
part
dark.
of Glasgow? What
Not
part of
bright at
Glasgow
all.
you are from?
I'm just outside
Sunny, so you
city
grey
centre,
and
just
cloudy?
about. It's no, I can't even see it. Yeah, just outside.
Still dark. I think there's a delay in the reception. There's a delay in our voice, so let's try and make sure we fix it. Okay, Trisha. So give us a flavour. I think I read a bit about you. You're a bit of an international jet-setting lady. I think Turkey and Dubai, and working for Damak and working for Majid Al Futtaim, and what have you? Where is it going, and where are you? Yeah, so tell us your own quick summary. Where did you start? You were in property at the beginning, apparently, weren't you?
Yeah, I started new home sales round about 1998, and did that until about 2006 when I moved overseas to Turkey. At that point, I'd already started investing in my own property, and I actually bought a property in Turkey, big mistake. And I decided to move over. I wanted an adventure. I was divorced and just wanted to do something a bit different. So I moved overseas, but it wasn't for me. Turkey wasn't for me anyway. Beautiful country, but just not for someone, not for a single lady, let's put it that way.
Right, okay.
It was also, I didn't get paid. I worked for a developer, didn't get paid, that type of thing. And so anyway, came back home, and my sister had moved to Dubai at the time that I had moved to Turkey, so with her husband and daughter. So I went over on an extended holiday, which ended up lasting for 11 years to Dubai.
Excellent. And you were working for Damak.
Yeah. So my first job was actually with Damak, and I was working in customer service. So and then took over as customer care manager. So dealing with all the issues that were escalated to Peter Riddock, who was at the time the CEO, and Hussein Shajwani. I can't even say it this morning. So all of the cases that came to those two, so all of the escalated cases, myself and my team would deal with that. And then I moved to Majid Al Futtaim and moved into.
What made you move over to Majid Al Futtaim then? Because they're not into property. They're more into they're a conglomerate, aren't they? They do lots of different things.
They do have a large property arm. So with a lot of construction, but just let's say that I wasn't convinced that we were always doing the right thing, you know, and it's integrities for me. So I just wasn't happy at a few solutions that I didn't feel were the right solutions, and thought it was time to move on. And I moved to Majid Al Futtaim and worked in facilities management within the group division and business support, and then moved on from there, and then ended up.
When did you get back into the United Kingdom?
2018.
Excellente. And when I think you left Dubai straight back into UK?
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent. So it's a bit different coming from the sun into the clouds. But before we ask you the answer to that question, we will call in Samira, who's waiting in the wings, Luther Van Ross, and our second Maria Karai, number 2. Samira, I think we've got you. Good morning, Samira.
Good morning.
How are you?
Morning, Samira.
Morning.
And Samira, I think, is an accountant, and she works she's got I think it's a building and construction company in Knightsbridge. Is that right?
Yes, that is right.
Excellent. Tell us a bit about yourself, Samira. I read a bit that you were in accounts. You're an accountant, are you, by profession?
Yes, I'm accountant, and all my life I am accountant. But from 2019, I opened the construction company, and now we work with my son. So we're doing all the building and construction services, including painting, plastering, flooring, tiling. We work with our architects. We're doing projects from the clients, and we also can proposal to client some project.
Excellent. And then you're originally, Samira, you're from Bulgaria, I think. Is that right?
Yes, I'm originally from Bulgaria, but I came in London 2012.
2012?
Yes.
You've been here 8 years.
8 years, yes. I live in London.
What's better? Is Bulgaria weather better or London weather better?
How to say, but Bulgaria is my lovely country, but right now my work is here, and also
excellent.
I like London as well.
You like London as well? Excellent.
Yes.
So now in the working style in London, is that something that you're used to, or is it difficult in London to get business and work, or is it easy?
Everywhere for me is difficult to make a business, but important to love what you're doing. So step by step, of course, you can make everything to be successful.
So it's important to love what you're doing, yeah?
Yes, of course. Now everybody knows the situation is very difficult, but I think so. We can't stop. So we need to running. So we're doing that. We try.
Okay.
We continue to work.
Samira, most of your clients, are they Bulgarian or are they London-based? Are they people who you know from? From the old days? Are there people who are easy clients for you to get hold of, or is it hard work to get these clients?
No, our clients are different, of course. In London live the people from different countries.
Correct.
So our clients are different. If I can say, so we didn't have Bulgarian clients. They're different.
They're different. Are they harder to work with, Bulgarian clients?
Sorry?
Are the Bulgarian clients harder to work with? Bulgarian clients, are they harder to work with? Do you find that?
Are you mean the clients in Bulgaria or?
No, in London. In London, if you have Bulgarians, they're probably harder to work with because they speak the same language, and then they try to negotiate with you harder. Is that right?
Yes, this is right. Our workers are from Bulgaria because really people from Bulgaria, they are working hard, and usually they working construction business.
Builders.
Yes, so
Excellent.
our builders are from Bulgaria. They're Bulgarian.
Excellent. Okay. 1 minute, Samira. I'm going to ask Lakhi now. Lakhi, we've got a very paradoxical position here. We have a lady who's been around the world. She's been to Turkey, Dubai. Now she's back in the United Kingdom, in Scotland, in Glasgow, near the city centre. And we have Samira, who's coming from Bulgaria, and she's just landed in United Kingdom. Two different situations, but two women within a very brave and a very courageous, I would say, attitude. And I think that's normally one of the winning factors if you want to be into business. What do you say, Lakhi?
First of all, good morning, ladies. And secondly, I think it's Valgodaria, which means thank you, I think, in Bulgarian. And if my Arabic stands me right, it's shukran, I think, to say thank you. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, correct.
Something like that, yeah.
I think Trisha said, yep, that's correct. And
yes.
That's Scottish, I believe, yeah?
Yes.
That's
correct.
it. Correct.
Yeah.
Rolling her R's. That's right. Okay.
Okay, so I think having a bit of I think they both got very impressive records in terms of their background. So I think you know, in terms of what they know and the experience they've got, I think they're going to be invaluable for the alternative property business solutions community in terms of helping people that are trying to get into business, into property. So both being very single-minded and very positive, and obviously got a lot of experience behind them. And Trish, obviously, having worked in a few different continents, definitely got a lot more international scopes in her understanding of property business and otherwise. And I think Samira, for you to break into the London market, central London is not easy. It takes a lot of time, and it's combination of really who you know, and then somewhat then also understanding the detail as well, which is not that easy, especially when they're quite complicated projects you've got to do in construction. Just getting parking alone in Westminster is more or less impossible sometimes for the vehicles. So well done.
Excellent. Okay, Trish, we're going to flip over to you then. So what is it now since 2018? I read and I've read it, but I need you to confirm. You're back into property now, are you, Tricia, in United Kingdom? Is that right?
Yes, yes. I came back and carried on doing some projects, but not full time. I was working in a full-time business support role, but was doing some property stuff on the side that I'd continued to do throughout the time away. And I did a couple of major projects, which one was for a family member where it was a complete rip out and refurb, and it just it got me the bug again. Just before lockdown, I was about to buy a couple of properties for my portfolio, and
that saved money from Dubai coming out there. Was it now tax-free zone money coming out there? I can feel it, smell it from you, Tricia. And before we go over to Samira, shout out Sajal Patel, finally back. She's been on holiday, I think, for a while. Not seen her around. Good morning, Sajal Patel, and good morning to everyone else. We've got Sonia, we have Amar, we have John, and who else? And we have Meena, all saying good morning this morning. Good morning to everybody this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so you've got the bug back, Tricia. I understand that. Now, it's quite difficult being in property if you're going in for refurbs and things like that. And we've got obviously Samira who's there, who's running a building and construction company. So I'm going to ask Samira, how many times has she had to do a bit of brickwork or laying some tiles, or does she not get involved in that and she just has her team do that? Samira, please tell me, do you do any of this work yourself? If you don't, how many people do you employ?
Sorry?
How many people are you employing, Samira?
Just me and my son. So our workers, they also have